Finding strength in Psalm 18. Psalm 18 is a powerful declaration of victory, written by David after God delivered him from his enemies and from Saul. It's a psalm of deep gratitude, bold faith, and unshakable trust in God's power. For anyone going through hardship, loss, or spiritual warfare, this psalm serves as a reminder that strength doesn't come from ourselves. It comes from the one who never fails. 1. God as your rock and refuge. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Psalm 18:2. Right from the start, David paints a picture of absolute stability. In a world that shifts and shakes, God remains unmoved. When life feels unstable, this verse invites you to find grounding not in circumstances, but in the character of God. He is a fortress when you're attacked, a shield when you're vulnerable, and a rock when the ground beneath you feels like sand. Reflection. What does it mean to call God your rock today? Where do you need a safe place? 2. Strength in crying out. In my distress I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. Psalm 18:6. There is strength in honesty with God. David doesn't pretend he's fine. He cries out, and God listens. This verse reminds us that we don't need to have everything together before coming to God. Your broken, desperate prayers are heard just as clearly as your confident ones. Truth. Your strength is not in avoiding distress, but in knowing who to turn to when it comes. 3. God fights for you. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. Psalm 18:16. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. Psalm 18:29. David's language is bold and physical. He talks about God drawing him out of deep waters and enabling him to leap over walls. This is a God who acts. He doesn't just offer comfort, he intervenes. Whether you're overwhelmed or facing barriers, Psalm 18 reminds you that God is not distant. He is involved, powerful, and willing to fight for you. Prayer prompt. Ask God to lift you from what feels like deep waters in your life. Trust him to equip you for what lies ahead. 4. God's way is perfect. As for God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless. He shields all who take refuge in him. Psalm 18:30. Even when life feels far from perfect, God's way is. This doesn't mean things will always make sense, but it does mean that his plans are wiser, his timing better, and his word trustworthy. Strength is found in surrendering to that truth. Challenge. Let go of needing to understand everything. Rest in the assurance that God's way, though sometimes mysterious, is never flawed. 5. Strength comes from being empowered. It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. Psalm 18:32. You make your saving help my shield, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. Psalm 18:35. David is clear. His strength, security, and success are all gifts from God. This shifts the burden off your own ability and onto divine empowerment. You are not expected to do everything in your own strength. God arms you. He sustains you. He makes you great, not the world's version of greatness, but a deeper spiritual strength marked by endurance, humility, and faith. Final reflection. Psalm 18 is not just David's song, it can be yours too. It's an anthem for the tired, the battle-worn, and the faithful. When you feel overwhelmed, Psalm 18 reminds you that you are not alone, you are not forgotten, you are not powerless. God is your strength. Your part is to lean into him, cry out in truth, and trust him to be your rock when everything else shakes.